I'm a blind girl, but I never imagined I was the long-lost billionaire's daughter. My brothers found me begging on the streets. They brought me home, promising to take good care of me. But on the very first day, the fake daughter attempted suicide. Everyone rushed to her side, taking her to the hospital, leaving me alone at home. After that, the fake daughter kept having accidents, and all evidence pointed to me. Everyone despised me, until one day, I was kidnapped. The kidnapper called my oldest brother, demanding a $10 million ransom. He scoffed on the other end of the line. "Lily, what are you up to now? I don't have time for your games." At that moment, I felt utterly hopeless. But when I climbed to the rooftop, the kidnapper panicked. "Girl, you're going to off yourself? Hey, have you considered my feelings?" When I woke up, I found myself tied to a chair. Being blind, I couldn't see anything, but I could smell the damp, musty air around me. I tried to move my limbs, and the chair creaked. Then, I heard footsteps. Awake? It was a deep male voice, sounding young but dangerous. I didn't dare move or respond. He didn't bother with small talk. A hand gripped my neck, forcing my head up. I tilted my head back but had no idea where he was, my gaze vacant. After a moment, he asked, "Blind?" I closed my eyes and let out a soft His grip loosened, and after a pause, he said, "Blind or not, don't expect any pity from me. I'm going to call your family now. You'd better do as I say, or I'll kill you." I nodded obediently and said, "Okay." I don't know what he did next, but I assume he took my phone, unlocked it with facial recognition, and called the top contact in my list. After a brief dial tone, I heard my oldest brother's voice. He sounded casual and slightly annoyed. "Hello? What is it now, kidnapper? Is this Alexander James? I've got your sister. You have 2 days to get $1 million, or I'll kill her." Alexander was silent for 2 seconds, then scoffed, "Nice act. Tell her that it's Rosalie's birthday tonight. If she doesn't come back, she shouldn't bother coming back at all." Then he hung up. The kidnapper seemed incredulous and asked me, "Who's Rosalie?" I was at a loss for words, unsure how to explain. Rosalie James was the adopted daughter of the James family. When I was very young, I was kidnapped by my family's enemies and sold to human traffickers. My mother was devastated by the loss of her daughter and became mentally unstable. To comfort her, my father adopted Rosalie from an orphanage and changed her birthday to match mine, convincing my mother that she was me. Over time, everyone seemed to accept that she was me, the pampered little princess of the James family. It wasn't until my parents passed away that my father, on his deathbed, told my brothers to find me. The day I returned home, my brothers surrounded me, calling me Rosalie over and over. My birth name was Lily, and Rosalie's name was given to her by my father, meaning that seeing her would remind him of me. When Rosalie found out about this, she attempted suicide in a moment of despair. After that, no one dared to call me Rosalie anymore. My second brother gave me a new name, Lily James. He said, "You're so small and thin, let's call you Lily. It's pretty and easy to remember." What he didn't know was that I was small because of malnutrition from a young age, and thin because I had rarely eaten a full meal. During those years away from home, I was sold to human traffickers. They said I had a nice voice, so they blinded me and taught me to sing begging songs. I only got to eat when I earned money. But my brothers didn't care about any of this. They only cared about whether Rosalie would feel hurt. The kidnapper still wouldn't give up. He called 2 or 3 more times, but my oldest brother kept hanging up. He didn't even get a chance to show Alexander the photos of me being kidnapped. On the last call, Alexander finally exploded, yelling into the phone, "Lily, what are you playing at? I don't have time for your games." Then he not only hung up but also blocked my number. The room fell into a deathly silence, and the smell of cheap tobacco slowly wafted into my nostrils. He must have been frustrated, smoking and questioning his life choices. After a long while, I calmly asked, "Are you going to kill me?" He slowly said, "Huh?" Then he started trying to reassure me. "Girl, don't rush. You've got several other contacts. I'll call them one by one. Someone's bound to pay the ransom, right?" I gave a bitter smile. Would they? My contacts were only my brothers, and they were probably all gathered around Rosalie right now, celebrating her birthday. No one would care about my life or death. Sure enough, when he called my second brother, William immediately questioned me. "Lily, it's one thing to be rebellious normally, but today is Rosalie's birthday. Can't you let her have this day? Do you have to fight for attention right now? Who's Rosalie, her or me?" For the first time, I fought back. "Is there a possibility that today is my birthday too?" William was silent for a long time. In the background, I could hear the happy birthday song and the sound of people laughing and cheering. Rosalie's voice was particularly sweet. "William, come cut the cake." He seemed to snap back to reality and lowered his voice. "Lily, stop this nonsense. Come back quickly, don't ruin everyone's mood." Then he hurriedly hung up. At that moment, I felt utterly pointless. If I had known it would be like this, why did they even bother bringing me back? It would have been better if they had let me die out there, pretending I never existed. Wouldn't that make them happier? The kidnapper was still making calls, but I stopped him. "Don't bother, no one will pay the ransom. Just let me go, and I'll transfer you my savings." When I first came home, Alexander gave me a card. He said Rosalie got $2 million in pocket money every month, so I should have the same. He'd been transferring money to me monthly. I had never seen so much money before and didn't know how to spend it, so I just saved it all. The card was linked to online banking, so I gave the kidnapper the password and told him to transfer it himself. He was quite principled and immediately untied me, letting me go. Before I left, he suddenly asked, "Girl, do you want me to take you home? Will you be okay on your own?" I waved him off with a smile, saying, "No need, I have somewhere to go." I left and felt my way up to the rooftop. The wind was strong up there, making me sway. I slowly walked forward, the wind getting stronger with each step, until my foot hit a low wall. I crouched down to feel it, and after touching the top of the wall, I managed to sit on it with great effort. The street must be right below, right? I couldn't see, but I hoped I wouldn't land on anyone if I jumped. As I clasped my hands together and said a silent prayer, a familiar male voice came from behind me. "Girl, you're going to off yourself? Hey, have you considered my feelings?" The kidnapper's voice sounded a bit nervous. It made sense. He had my phone and had made ransom calls to my brothers. If I died, they might really think he killed me when the ransom failed. Well, since I was going to die anyway, I might as well do one last good deed. I sighed and said to him, "Brother, can you bring me my phone? I'll record a message as a suicide note. That way, my death won't be connected to you." He sighed too. "Girl, it's not just that. There's also a daily transfer limit on your bank card. It's only 10,000 a day. Why don't you come down, and tomorrow we can go to the bank together to withdraw the money?" I remained sitting on the edge of the rooftop, not moving. The kidnapper's voice softened, as if coaxing a child. "Girl, help me out one last time, okay?" After a moment of standoff, the kidnapper moved behind me, gave me a quick chop to the neck, and then grabbed my waist to pull me back. Halfway through, I covered my neck and said to him, "Brother, I was about to come down anyway. You didn't need to hit me, it hurts." "Oh, you didn't pass out?" He apologized. "Sorry, girl. I saw on TV that people always pass out when you do that. Watch less TV." Got it. I was taken back to the kidnapper's place, but this time he didn't tie me up. He even got me a towel to put on my neck. The kidnapper's name was Jack Wilson, a very ordinary name that matched his simple personality. I wondered how he ever got the courage to attempt a kidnapping. After he finished tending to my neck, he asked what I wanted to eat. I thought for a moment and said, "I'd like some cake." I had only eaten cake once before, on the day I first returned home. My brothers had prepared a welcome cake for me, but that cake had only been cut once before the housekeeper let out a scream, and then everyone rushed upstairs. I couldn't see, but from their conversation, I learned that Rosalie had attempted suicide, and there was blood everywhere. Alexander carried her into the ambulance, with everyone else following closely behind. I wanted to go too, but William stopped me. He said, "Rosalie is afraid of you. She was shaking just looking at you. You'd better stay home." So I was left alone in the empty house. I ate a few bites of the cake, but perhaps because I had been used to eating stale food and had never had cream before, I suddenly felt sick from eating too much. I threw up terribly but managed to clean everything up before everyone returned, not wanting them to notice. They were my family, and I didn't want to worry them, nor did I want them to think I was a burden. I carefully maintained my relationship with everyone like this, trying to fit in. But in the end, I realized that no matter how well-behaved and understanding I was, it couldn't compare to a single tear from Rosalie. I was really tired.